Hi, I'm Ann DeRoos, and I am teaching your child seventh grade science, probably their favorite subject. I have been here almost 18 years, and for as long as I have been here, this mission of Westminster, preparing more young men and women to engage the world and change it for Jesus Christ, has never been something that you just see on a wall. But it's at the heart of absolutely everything that we do in every class here. It's especially easy to do in science. I have a couple of goals for your children. The first one is I want them to fall in love with science. I want them to see that as they study God's creation, as we gain a knowledge of His work and His design and the miracle that it all is, that they get glimpses of the designer, our creator, and that they would again discover wonder and awe of our amazing, miraculous, loving God. My other goal, maybe my most important goal, is that as we study science this year, and especially life science, that they are going to discover that they have been designed on purpose for a purpose, that there is nothing about them that is chance, that He has fearfully and wonderfully made them, and that along with this knitting together, He wove a plan and a purpose for their lives. And it just might happen to lead them to a field in science. These are my people. I have 3 children. They're all grown. They all went to Westminster, graduated from Westminster. And I have to say that being a mom of children here at Westminster, I am now getting to truly see the fruit of the school and the church and the parents working together to get them ready to go into the world. I'll tell you, this goes fast. It goes so fast. This is Lauren, my baby, in 7th grade, all through high school. Friends that are made here, it's very special. They stay together, and now they're in each other's weddings. So I know this can be a challenging time, this age, and yet treasure it because it does go so incredibly fast. But what's so fun is that being here as long as I have been, I get to see former students out in the world and engaging it for Christ. I get to see the fruits of our mission and our labor. My daughter is a teacher herself now. This, my 7th grade class, 7 years ago, they just graduated and now they're going out into the world. And I know they're ready. So why do we get so excited about science? As I said, because from a knowledge of His work, we are going to get to know Him. But science reveals God to us, but what science can also allow us to do is combat the effects of the fall. We've already talked about the world is not as God designed it, and yet they can be agents of change very often through science and discoveries. This year, we're going to walk through experimental design, which is what we're doing right now. We then move into the study of living things. We talk about and explore what are characteristics that all living things have in common. And then as we discover that, we move into the study of cells and we see that all those characteristics of living things, a single cell has. because it's the smallest unit of life that carries on those life-maintaining processes that all living things do. That is a miracle. How do you not get excited about the cell? And then we look into and explore those things that cells do to maintain life, to heal, to grow. And then when we move into mitosis and meiosis, I can actually show them scientifically how God did knit them together, gene by gene, trait by trait, that they have been designed by the most incredible designer, our God. And that as they see that a group of cells that work together is tissue, and groups of tissue that work together become an organ, and that organs that are working together for a common purpose, those wind up becoming a system. And then we study the systems, and they get to see that as we go through all of these systems, how incredibly intricate and miraculously they work together. And what's amazing is that what do seventh graders love to talk about, think about more than themselves? And actually we get to do that all year long. And then after they've become experts on all these systems, how they've seen them, they've studied them, we then move into frog dissection, where they actually get to see these very systems and how they're laid out, very much like ours. And oh, can I tell those future surgeons when they get a scalpel in their hands. I just want to end up with just some practical things of how I am also trying to equip you to partner with me to help your child. Veracross is your new best friend. Veracross and Canvas. You can see in Veracross their assignments, what's coming up, what their grade is. If you click on this and then go to grade detail, you can get a very current and real-time report card of how they're doing. Canvas, new this year, but wow, is it an incredible learning management system. It has it all. If you go to Canvas, modules is where our students start. This is where I am putting everything that they're needing. You can see announcements daily. It's got a to-do for on their homepage. But as we move into those modules, I've organized it so every day I start off with the plan for the day. Underneath that plan, I give them assignments and clearly label those. They can see the due date. Resources, again, I clearly label right in front what this is that they're going to need. Also, daily, I record the classes. And that's not just for our at-home learners, but students have always told me that it's been helpful for them later on to go back if maybe they missed some notes or they just needed to hear an idea again to fully process it. If you start off on that plan, I give them the warm-up for the day, the agenda for the day, the homework for the day. And then if you move in closer here, it walks them through exactly what we're going to be doing that day. I give them links, and again, I also tell them and remind them of their homework. Finally, I just want you to know again that I am so grateful that you have shared your precious one with us, with me, and I do want to partner with you. So if there is any way that I can support you or your student, don't hesitate to email me, call. I'm so grateful that you have shared your precious one with us, and I just look forward to an incredibly wonderful year.